I've got the best animated movie that you'll ever see this year, and we're going to be looking at Looney Tunes the day the Earth blew up. Before we get into it, you know what comes up first.
Welcome to the Lights, Camera, Rant podcast. Your source for the latest on movies, TV shows, and video games. Get ready for ranting, raving, and reviewing. Here is your host, Lee.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Lights, Camera, Rant. As always, I'm your wonderful host, Mr. Rant, and I would like to big shout out and thank you to Pinnacle Films for giving me the opportunity to see this film early. Looney Tunes, The Day the Earth Blew Up, is the very first full-length animated Looney Tunes movie from Warner Brothers, period, actually, altogether. Because in the past, we've seen a live-action crossover, but this is a full animated feature. Now, don't you worry, it only goes for 90 minutes. This film was on a budget of $15 million. It's currently made $9 million at the box office. And trust me when I say this isn't a film you want to miss. Now, when I first saw the fact that they were going to be making a full animated Looney Tunes movie, it made me think of just, as a kid, I was like, how much I loved Looney Tunes, how I felt like it's been too long. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, fantastic. Space Jam, fantastic. Second one, not so much. And Back in Action, a little bit of hit and miss on that one. I liked it, but when I compare it to the rest, not so much. Looking back now. But so, and the fact that it's going to be Daffy Duck, Porky Pig in the lead roles, and just the idea of them getting to a comedy buddy cop adventure movie, sci-fi, I was like, take my money. Take my money. I am all in on this. And I was absolutely pleasantly surprised. So we follow these two iconic Looney Tunes characters on an adventure in which they are on the verge of losing their house after a meteorite crashed on Earth, where aliens are trying to take over, as what it seems, which unfortunately a property inspector has seen the giant hole in their house, which got attacked by the meteorites that landed, and they have to get the money to fix their roof to save their home because they were happily raised by Father Jim, what I love about his character is that he's not fully animated. He's very much like a legend character in the background. Just be like, well done, boys. You did it. Take care of each other, which is fantastic. Just that little bit. I did like that his character. So it turns into them finding jobs, trying to raise money, which turns into this massive adventure, which has all the elements of a Looney Tunes movie. The comedy, the action, the funniness, not to mention it's very up to date, where there is a scene where basically they're trying to get TikTok famous, which gets cancelled quite quickly, which I was like, wow, that's very real life, isn't it? Right there. And what helps with this film as well, this is directed by Peter Bruggen, who's directed over 200 animated shorts, who was presented with the idea of coming to what would you like to see in an animated film, and could you pitch it? So he chose the characters, he chose the story, and this is what we get. And it's all, we're also introduced to Petunia Pig as well, which is Porky Pig's love interest. Not to mention the voice in this is fantastic. And I really don't notice the fact that it's a different voice actor from the original cartoon to now. So completely props to Eric Baronza. If I did butcher that, I'm sorry, mate. But fantastic, the fact he's doing both the voices for Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. And, it's nice just watching a film which is just purely 2D animation, going back into these Looney Tunes universe for characters that you haven't seen. These characters they're still iconic, but, not so much in the medium now. And they've had a bit of rough trot, not to mention, as I'm recording this, the Looney Tunes have also been removed. Looney Tunes movies have also been removed for HBO Max for some reason. Don't know why, but very interesting. Not to mention, as I'm recording this, there's a whole fight between the current movie of Coyote versus Acme that's not getting released, is getting released, and not. So Yeah, a little bit up and down for the Looney Tunes, but this is an absolute win. This is something to take your kids to. This is something to take your family to. This is something both that kids can really enjoy and adults who grew up with the cartoon characters like myself are going to really enjoy. You know, I watched this with my wife on a Saturday night and we were both laughing at watching this from start to finish, seeing the antics, the silliness of the cartoon and just some of the reactions, which is like they're good old-fashioned cartoon things to laugh about. You know, there was nothing too crazy or too out of this world. It was like, oh no, that was too much homage or that was too much of this. You know, and the fact is that it's not, you know, no Bugs Bunny, none of that. It's just these two characters, and it's just a really good story about two friends, friendship, and how the best way to save the world, which initially, a little bit of spoilers, the fact you think it's going to be an invasion, but I do love the twist at the end where you're like, it's, oh shit. Basically, 3/4 of the way the movie completely flips onto it and goes, oh. So very much this is about the day the Earth blew up, but the ending still does surprise you at the very end. So I would highly recommend this. It's beautiful to watch. It's funny. It's got everything you expect in a Looney Tunes movie. So I would highly recommend that don't let this, we should go to streaming or we should just wait till then until it comes on that. No, buy your ticket, take the family. This is one of those films that you should go out and support. Because if we go out and support it, there's a high chance the fact that they'll make more of these films. We'll see more Looney Tunes in this type of style, not the split between live action. Just full animated features of these iconic characters. But if you have seen it, let me know what you think in the comments. The good, the bad, and the funny. Definitely let me know. And would you like to see a sequel, or which Looney Tunes characters would you like to see on the big screen and get their time? So let me know in the comments. And as always, until next time, happy ranting.
Thanks for listening to Lights, Camera, Rant. If you like the show, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. While you're at it, leave us a rating and review, and be sure to tell your friends. Until next time, happy ranting.